My brother-in-law is making claims that he knows my secret, and I don't understand. My brother-in-law, 30 male, is my sister's 29 female husband. We live on opposite sides of the country, and my sister and I aren't that close, so I'd say that we don't know each other very well. We see each other at family gatherings maybe a few times a year, and he's always come off as a very average, kind of quiet guy. Around 2 months ago, I received a text from him out of the blue. It wasn't to check up on me or asking how I'm doing. The message said that he's aware of what's going on, but there was no need for me to worry, and he would keep it hush hush. I wrote a quick message back asking what on earth he meant, but all I received back was another reassurance that I had nothing to worry about and that he was on my side. At that point, I gave up and assumed that it was some weird joke, even though my brother-in-law has always been pretty serious. Recently, I was on a Zoom call with my parents and sister. The first thing my sister asked when she saw me was, "Are you going to tell everyone the truth or just my husband?" Obviously, I was confused and I mentioned the text message my brother-in-law sent me, but my sister still seemed angry at me and I have no idea why. The next day, I called up my brother-in-law and asked him what the hell is going on with this. He was very cagey on the phone and just kept repeating rhetorical questions back at me like, "Do you know what's going on?" I'll admit that I lost my temper at one point and snapped at him, since he wasn't giving me any answers. That was a bad idea, since this morning I got a new text from brother-in-law telling me that he'd tried to do me a favor that I clearly don't appreciate. He mentioned that we'll see what happens this weekend, which is the next time that we're all meeting for a late Thanksgiving. Honestly, I'm terrified. The thing is, I have no idea what secret my brother-in-law could possibly be talking about. I don't live a very exciting life and I mostly keep to myself. There's still a part of me that's scared of whatever truth he says he's about to reveal, even though I don't think I've done anything wrong. What do I do? I'm so confused about what the hell on earth he could actually possibly be talking about. And what's the point in saying you know a secret and not saying, like, what the hell the secret is, especially if the person that you know the secret about doesn't know what the hell you're talking about. Like, what's going on? Because it's like, it's giving that he's trying to use it against you, but if someone told me, like, what, I know your secret or whatever, even if I didn't do anything, I would still be freaking out. I would be like, oh my God, what did I do? Even though, like, I know I didn't do anything, but I'd still be like, wait, is it like a rumor or something maybe? Because you know that there can always be a fucking rumor. Ew. Rumors? I'm so glad I don't have to deal with rumors anymore. Because God forbid. Seriously, a rumor about yourself that you hear that is so not true is one of the most annoying things I've ever. And not having like a platform to be like, this isn't true about me. You know? That pisses me off. Like, there was a huge rumor. And it was actually, it's so crazy how out of nowhere rumors come from. Like, people just literally make it up out of their asshole. Like, what's going on? And I had a boyfriend in college, okay? And one of my really good guy friends that I literally thought was like the nicest guy ever, I thought that he was so sweet. He was this like British kid that was just like such a nice, normal guy that me and my roommate would hang out with him all the time because he was just such a sweet guy. And we would take him to lunch and like invite him over and just, we would talk to him all the time. We would like invite him out, go out with him and stuff. And he was like on the soccer team. So he had like a bunch of friends from the soccer team, and he had told one of the kids on the soccer team that was friends with my boyfriend at the time's roommate. And he said that we slept together, that we had sex. And I can't even tell you how much further from the truth that could be. Like, I never even kissed this man, and it was actually crazy because I know that there's still people that believe it, and my ex-boyfriend probably still believes it. Like, he probably still believes that because when you hear something like so for sure, like, yeah, they told me that you did this, you'd be like, wait, why would someone make that up? So I literally texted him and I was like, you said that we slept together, and he denied it, even though I know he said that. I know he fucking did. But it's like, what's the point in making that up? I don't understand. Is it because you were always hanging out with us and your friends were like making fun of you because you were hanging out with girls without like getting anything from them? Probably. Okay. Anyways, top comment. My first thought was that you might have a vindictive ex who posted nudes of you online or something, but that shouldn't make your sister mad at you unless she's mad that her husband went looking for nudes online, and it's easier to be mad at you than at him. Second thought is that there's a corn actor out there that looks kind of like you, and he thinks that he has blackmail material because he's an idiot. In any case, since your brother-in-law is clearly devoted to being an ass, call your sister and say, what the hell is your idiot husband doing? He's been sending me messages for months about keeping some secret quiet. I have no effing idea what he's talking about, but it sounds like he told you, so would you mind cluing me in? Yeah. OP said, it's going to be hard to talk to them. My family and I aren't close at all, and growing up, I always took the blame for everything that went on in our house. I'm really scared that my parents will believe whatever my brother-in-law tells me because I'm the troublemaker of the family. Ew. You're 29 years old. Like, I'm not saying ew towards her. I'm just saying ew towards her family because, like, ew to that family. But also, like, you're 29 years old. Just don't let your family dictate how you feel about yourself or what is gonna happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I hate that people have to deal with shitty ass families. Like, that's so annoying. Okay, there's an update 16 days later. Hi, everyone. Just before Thanksgiving, I posted about my brother-in-law harassing me over a secret. Well, Thanksgiving came and I was terrified. I almost backed out entirely and stayed in bed all day instead of going to the Zoom meeting. I did end up going in the end, and the first 20 minutes were incredibly awkward. My family and I aren't really compatible at the best of times, but there were silence that lasted minutes. Eventually, my mother gave in and said, we better get this over with. I've never been more terrified in my life. I somehow snapped my phone case in half because I fidget with things when I'm nervous. My brother-in-law started talking about how he had tried to keep my secret for me, but I clearly wasn't grateful. And then he told everyone, you should know that she's gay. Everyone got really awkward again, except for a different reason. My whole family already knows that I'm gay. I have no idea how brother-in-law never found out before now. I don't get on with my family, but me being gay has never been one of our issues. It's something nobody bothers me about and we don't talk about. My sister lost it with him immediately and said, really? This is what you've been going on about? We ended up ending the Zoom call very early since my parents decided that they were tired, but I think that they just both didn't want to deal with this anymore and they were sick of me/brother-in-law. I've decided to block my brother-in-law's number on my phone since other than this, there was no other messages that we had, and I'm not going to be visiting my sister anytime soon. What? That is crazy. He thought that he was the only one that knew or what? And that's so silly. The top comment says, this is the guy whose sister-in-law told him that his adopted daughter isn't his and his wife cheated on him. Surprised OP didn't bust out laughing like he did. Wait, what? This is the guy whose sister-in-law told him that his adopted daughter isn't his? That's crazy. So what? This is like the same. Oh my God, that's insane. I think that guy is like delusional. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.